A property loses around 35% of its heat through the walls and about 25% through the windows. In spring 2012, the LEAF project treated 2 Birmingham properties, one residential and one commercial, to an energy makeover by fitting solid wall insulation and double glazing. We catch up with Martin, the owner of the private property, to see how he's feeling before the makeover. Hi Martin, thanks for letting us in to film today. Can you tell me first of all, why did you decide to have an energy assessment done on your house?
We were keen to see what we could do to improve the energy performance of the property, and also where we could make savings on our energy bills, so for that reason really.
And did you find the energy assessment helpful when you got it?
Yes, very much so. It was surprisingly easy to understand, so yeah, we could go through and see things like the number of energy saving light bulbs and double glazing and where insulation could help us. We're getting internal insulation at the front of the property and double glazed windows put in. Also external insulation at the rear of the property, and also another double glazed window. Okay,
great. Now this house has got such lovely Victorian features. Have you got any concerns about getting the work done on the house?
That was a concern in the initial stages. One of the things that attracted us to the property were the original features, things like the coving in the front room and the bay windows in our front bedroom. But those concerns have been seem to have been taken care of, and we've been reassured on those.
Will there be much redecoration needed afterwards?
I think there'll be a bit that's needed, but apparently we don't need to worry about that. That's included in the cost, so that's all being dealt with.
Okay, thanks Martin, that's great. We catch up with Martin's wife Emma a bit later on to see how the building work is progressing. Here's what Phil Burrows, the owner of the commercial property, had to say about how the makeover will affect the energy output of his building. Hi Phil, thanks for letting us into the Friends of the Earth building to film today. I understand that Friends of the Earth are very active in their pursuit of conserving energy. Can you tell us a bit about what you've done to the building already?
Well, other than keeping the roofs from falling in, they really pioneered solid wall insulation 35 years ago. The standards have changed quite a bit since then, so when they were putting solid wall insulation, they were putting in 50mm of fiberglass insulation. You take a look at what we're doing out the back, and we're putting 350mm of really good insulation, rigid phenolic foam board, and then you take a look at what we've done here in reception, and we've put in 200mm of a kind of composite sheep's wool insulation. So what we started then, we're carrying on now.
So we understand that the energy makeover is going to start this week. Can you tell us a bit about what you're having done?
Yeah, sure. The work funded by LEAF is the insulation of the back wall, and it's to take the U value, which is the measure of thermal transmittance through a material, taking it down to 0.1, and 0.1 is a really special number to me. So it's coming down from about 3, so 30 times more energy saving than it was before. But 0.1 means that we can get to carbon neutral. It means that during winter we shouldn't have to have the heating on. It should be able to keep its own heat.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Phil. Before we talk to the builders about the technical aspects of the work, could you briefly explain the differences between the internal work you've already had done and the external work we're starting as part of this project?
Yeah, sure. Instead of this natural material, we'll be using this man-made rigid phenolic foam board with the render on the outside.
Thanks, Phil. We'll see you in a few weeks when the building work is underway. Now, back to the privately owned property. We're joined by one of the building team members, Tony, from Jericho Construction.
Hello, we're back in Kings Heath. It's day 5 of building. Let's go and see how we're doing.
What we've done for a start is we've taken away the boxes that were over the gas meter and the electric meter. It was very important that you kept the details. You see the nice cornice there. So what we've done, we've got a section of that and we're getting it reproduced. So when we've put the insulation on, it will look exactly the same. Very, very simply, there's 60mm thick foam that we put in with aluminium both sides, and then it goes into a steel track. So basically you put the track on and that goes into there like that. So you lose in the house on the inside, when you've got nice brickwork on the outside, you lose only 70 millimetres plus 12.5 mil and a couple of mil skim. So really you lose about 85 mil off the house. Let me show you where it goes. You'll put this track, which will go onto the wall like that. This is the next door, goes into the next door neighbours, so the only cold walls are this one, and the same on the other side. We'll put that track onto there, and then this will go on the inside. Once that's all fixed, you'll see this upstairs in a moment, then we fix plasterboard to that, so you've got this, which is a 60 millimetre, which brings the heat loss down to 0.3, which is what you want to keep the house insulated. This will go up to the top. The reason we've lost the cornice there is because this will bring this wall another 85 millimetres over, and it will go on this side as well, which will bring this out another 85 millimetres. So the cornice that was originally there will come out this way and come out that way, but you won't see the join. And of course this is the plasterboard that goes onto the track that I've just explained. We've prepared it downstairs, but let's go upstairs and see it actually going up. Okay, we're into the front bedroom. This is Adrian working with me.
Right.
And as you can see, what we've done, we've stripped again a different cornice from the top, and this is the track actually gone in. So that's when it's fitted. The window board will be shallow, so we'll put another one on top to bring it out when it's finished. And very simply, when it's done, if this is a piece of plasterboard, it will be fitted to there. That will be the size of your room now. Then we'll put a reveal in here in wood, and to cover the edge of the reveal we'll put some architrave all the way around to make it as it was exactly before we moved in.
That's great. Thanks, Tony. Hi, Emma. We've just caught up with Tony the builder, and he's explained the work that's been going on in your house. How do you and Martin feel now that the work is underway?
Feels a bit strange, really, to have people in our home and to have all the work underway. It's happened very quickly. It feels like it's happened quite quickly. But yeah, we're excited. We're looking forward to the final result and how the house will look and how much better it will make living here, I think.
Have the builders kept you posted on the progress?
Well, they hope to be finished within the next couple of weeks, but they're prioritising the inside of the house first, and hopefully that will be done by the end of next week, so another 7 days. And then it might take another week for the outside of the house to be done, but obviously the impact on us will be less for the second week because they'll be outside. So another couple of weeks, hopefully.
OK, thanks, Emma. Hi, Tony. We're outside in the garden at the private property. Can you fill us in on what's been going on since we last saw you? Where are we at?
The inside of the house has just been working at the front, where we've put some stud up, we've insulated it, plasterboarded it, and today we're plastering over. The bay window downstairs, we are taking out the old single glazed units and putting in new double glazed units in wood to keep the original features.
So how are you dealing with the character features in the house?
Well, you're looking at skirting board and coving. We're reproducing the skirting board so it'll match exactly, and we've reproduced the Victorian coving as well. So once it's been put up, you won't know that anything's changed at all.
Fabulous. And what's been happening with the outside?
The outside, we're just working at the back. What we're doing there is we're putting this foam on the outside, which is 60 millimetres thick. That will be fixed to the outside of the brickwork where it's just a single brick thickness, and then this will be rendered up to the colour of the client's choice.
And have you come across any snags or problems on the way?
You'll always get them in old properties, but we're problem solvers. We can always sort them out. There's no mountain too high for us to climb.
Thanks for talking to us, Tony. We'll let you get on now. Hello again, Phil. We're back at the commercial property Friends of the Earth, and the makeover is nearly finished. What do you think about the external insulation work that's been going on here?
Well, to preserve the heritage of the area and to work within the guidelines of Digbeth being a conservation area, we've had to jump through a few more hoops than we usually would with a solid wall insulation project. And it's great that we had to do that because we can write it up and we can show other people how long it takes to get through that process.
What difference do you think it's going to make to the energy efficiency of the building?
We haven't quite got to the moment in time where people are so hot that they have to be naked inside their offices, but it's a lot warmer.
Great! And how much carbon do you think you're going to be able to save per year?
Well, going on the basis of the building being heated 12 hours a day, and that Birmingham has an average outside temperature of 9.6 degrees, and that we'd be heating it inside to about 21 degrees, then we're saving near to 2 tonnes a year.
That's fantastic. So, on balance, would you say that this has been a really worthwhile thing to do?
Definitely for Birmingham Friends of the Earth, yes.
Okay, so here we are back with Martin and Emma. I gather that the work has taken a little bit longer than originally anticipated, but are you pleased with the work now that it's finished?
Yeah, we are. It did take a bit longer, but it was worth it.
Have you seen any difference in the house?
It's definitely a bit quieter. Obviously, given that it's summer at the moment, we've not really noticed the difference with the heat.
Not yet, no.
But we're looking forward to the full benefit when the weather gets a bit cold.
You were a bit worried about the lovely period features in your house. Are you happy that the work hasn't impacted on them too much?
Yeah, I'm really pleased, because that was the one thing for me that was really a real concern. And the cornicing they've done really beautifully. It almost looks better and it looks sharper.
Yeah. You can't really see the difference apart from it being a bit sharp.
And they have kept, where possible, all the original, like all the rest of the. It's only the one wall that the cornicing's different. The rest of it is the original stuff. So yeah, it was definitely worth it. We're really pleased with the results and really thankful that the house is still the house that we love. And we definitely recommend it, wouldn't we, to people who've got a similar, particularly people who've got a similar house to us.
I think we were a bit worried that it would take away from some of the features that made us like the house, but I think instead it's actually added to it.
Yeah,
it
it
has.
has.
Like the back and
yeah, definitely, certainly out the back with the external insulation. I think that looks really lovely, and we're really happy, aren't we?
yeah.
We hope in this short film we've answered some of your questions. For more information, please visit our website.